I think we are ready to go.
Hey, Coach. 601 feel just as good as 600?
It does. I mean, it was just a hard-fought, well-played game. Amazing performance out of our pitching staff today. Bryce Miller was as good as he could possibly be. 4-pitch mix, any pitch, any count, and never gave them an opportunity. And Chandler Joswalk came in and got the last 6 out for us in a big way. And offensively, we had some shots early, didn't cash in, and then it was game on. And luckily for us, we were able to score late and get a little breathing room going out for the 8th inning.
Yeah, Bryce has showed he had great stuff in the first 2 games, but this is dominating. What was working? What was the little bit of a change between the first 2 starts and today that you saw?
Well, we had a really good bullpen on Wednesday and got his front side closed, got his arm up, and established the curveball. He did not throw a slider until the 3rd inning, and he established that pitch and staying on line and being directional rather than rotational. Allowed the curveball to be in play, which really had it been, we'd have to go fastball slider mix, and then also allowed the changeup to come into play with all the left-handed hitters that they had. And so that coupled with his fastball command was an impressive performance by him today.
Yeah, kind of continuing on that, how much, I know moving from the bullpen to a starter, how much is continuing to develop those secondary pitches still a little bit of a work in progress for a guy like him as you continue to move through the season, and how much can he build upon that?
Well, the last couple of weeks, my message has kind of been that's what we saw out of him all fall and all of January was what we saw today. And I know you guys hadn't seen that, but it's not easy to make that transformation from bullpen to starter. When you're a bullpen guy, you're going in with your 2 best pitches and you're going at it. And Bryce has worked really hard all summer and all fall and all January to earn where he's at. And his performance today is what we've seen overall this year before the season started. So I'm happy for him that he went out and did what he expects out of himself.
And along the same lines with a guy like Will Frizzell, he's a guy who's been able to come up with a clutch hit through many parts of his career. But today, 5 for 5, he has a shot at maybe leading the country in hits, depending on how other guys did. What have you seen to provide that kind of exponential rise this season for his career?
Well, Will's a hitter first and foremost, and he's a power guy second, and he commands the strike zone extremely well. He knows what his strengths are as a hitter, and he's able to take the pitches that aren't his strength, albeit strikes, and get himself in a position where he can attack his strengths. And that's the thing that I've seen over his development during his time here is just his maturity as a hitter. And not only does he have power, but he's got great command of the strike zone.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you. Is that it?
Coach, you got Trevor Warner in the ball game today after a couple of days off, had a couple hits, I believe. How crucial was it to get him back in the swing of things and to finally see his bat get going?
Well, it's good. I mean, Trevor is such a guy that works incredibly hard for us, so engaged with our team, and to get him back out there for him to have a good day certainly feels good for him, and the team is happy for him, and obviously the coaching staff is as well. I mean, we were happy to get him out there.
In the middle of the ball game, forget what inning it was, really long delay. What was going on at that point? What was the discussion with the umpires and the review that it led to?
For me, my understanding of the rule is you get 1 free visit per inning. Other than that, each inning, if you're in the middle of an inning, each time you go to the mound, you have to make a move. And they went and checked the rule, and I was wrong.
Thank you for clarifying what was going on. Definitely a odd situation,
Maybe
I'm
3
sure.
visits in 1 inning, that's not the way I understand the rule.
Chandler Joswiak was fantastic. You mentioned Frizzell's development over his time here. What about Joswiak's development of his time in the program has allowed him to really step into his own this year?
Well, I mean, Jaws is this spring. I mean, when he is the aggressor and he is on attack and he is in compete mode, he is dominating. And, you know, Chandler's such a great teammate. He's a great leader. He's going to be a great coach one day when he's done playing professionally. And he just knows the game and he impacts our program in a lot of different ways. And, you know, certainly he's been fantastic on the mound for us.
Through 2 games in this series, you've given up 1 run and used 4 pitchers. Seems like you've got everybody available tomorrow. How great does that feel as a coach to know that you can go to anybody and look for the sweep tomorrow?
Well, it feels good. I mean, to be able to not have to go to a bridge yesterday, Signs getting us into the 8th was huge, that we were able to get by without using Jaws or Mo. And so we'll have Mo available tomorrow off of Childress and a well-rested bullpen, certainly. And Mo, by Mo, I mean Mason Ornelas.
Mo, I haven't heard that nickname before. How do you come about that one, or is that just his initials?
That's his initials, Mason Ornelas.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.
Anything else? Thanks again.
Thanks.
We got Ty Coleman up first.
Hey Ty, what would it mean for you today to be able to make the impact that you did, and kind of what's the beginning of the season been like for you, settling into some different roles and some different lineups?
I mean, settling into different roles early on. I mean, everybody's still trying to find out where they fit in on this team and what key piece they have for us. So, I mean, settling into the role that I'm now playing is, I mean, it's been nice to settle into this role. So, I mean, yeah, that's kind of all I have for that one.
Ty, you're able to come up with the big hit there in the 7th, get you guys even some more insurance. But what pitch did you get, and how great did it feel to get that hit?
I got a fastball middle of the way, just trying to stay through the middle of the field. I mean, we had opportunities all day, just couldn't knock them down, and I was fortunate enough to get the big hit. But I mean, I got to give credit to Ray Lejo, Will Frizzell, all those guys. I mean, Rody Barker coming in with a pinch hit, getting 2 walks today. I mean, those guys really set up innings for us, and we couldn't knock them down. But fortunate to get the big hit, get that bullpen just a sigh of relief, get them a cushion in the 7th, and it was big time. And then Jaws comes out and punches out 6. So, I mean, that was really set up everything for us at the end of the game.
Been playing the last couple of days. How does it feel to get the starts and today kind of validate the fact that you're in the starting lineup?
I mean, felt good. I mean, we got a bunch of talented guys. I can't take it for granted. Absolutely not. We got Sartori who can go in there at any time. We got Blom. We got a young freshman, kind of a Swiss Army knife, Ryan Targosh, who comes in. So, I mean, it's definitely a sigh of relief, but I mean, I can't just go out and validate that I'm always going to be the starter. I mean, we got guys who have definitely enough talent that, I mean, at any time can come out and do anything for that the coaches ask.
Thank you, Ty.
Thank you.
We good? Thanks again. You give Will or Bryce Miller. Thank you. Got 2 more comments, so hold on. We're in a holding pattern. Thank you. We got Will Frizzell.
Hey, Will, sorry if it's loud. I'm at volleyball over here now. Ran over here. 5 for 5 day. What has been the difference between you this year and maybe last year? You've always been a hitter first, but to kind of go from being a guy who's get a clutch hit here and there to a guy that could be leading the country in hits after this weekend.
I think it's a lot of confidence and just really being healthy. I mean, I feel great up there, and I'm seeing the ball really well. Coach Pennington, Coach Kai, Coach Sealy, they all have me feeling really good at the plate, putting me in a lot of situations to succeed. So, I mean, I feel great up there.
Is this, you mentioned being healthy, is this about the healthiest you've entered a season that you can remember, or what elaborate on that a little bit more if you don't mind?
Yeah, I mean, I'm for sure the healthiest I've been in college, 100%. I feel great, much better than I have in the previous years.
Can any of that go back to missing a portion of last year and being able to have more time off to kind of rehab and work on those things?
I don't know. I feel like last year I was making strides towards it, and I felt really good last year. And just this year, being able to play defense every day and run way better. I mean, I just feel way better, way more comfortable with myself and my body.
And then what is it, kind of in a similar way, Bryce has been able to step up and be able to take that kind of veteran role on the mound. What is it like going against him? And when he's at his best like he is today, what was it like for these New Mexico State hitters seeing him?
I mean, it's not fun for their hitters for sure. For when they face Bryce and when they face Dustin, whenever they're both spotting up and they have all their best stuff, I mean, there's nobody in the country that really would want to face those.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Not for me. Thank you, Will.
All right, thank you.
Thanks again, guys. We got Bryce Miller.
Great job.
Oh. Hey, Bryce.
Howdy.
Hey, sorry if it's loud. I had to run over to volleyball, but we asked Coach a little bit about this. What was different between this start and maybe your first two that kind of you were able to show what coaches said, you being the guy that you've been all through fall and spring practice?
Yeah, it was a good day to pitch. Wind was blowing in. Just trusted my stuff. All 4 pitches were working today. So it definitely helps when you got all 4 of them.
Coach mentioned a bullpen y'all had this week and kind of honed in some stuff. What was the focus of that pen, and what do you think helped the most in that?
Yeah, main thing, I mean, curveball hasn't really been there the last 2 weeks, and that was the main thing we worked on this week in the bullpen. And, when you have that pitch, all other pitches are they play off of it. So that was our main focus, and, just throwing the ball over the plate. Whenever I throw it over the plate, it's, it usually works out. So.
I know with the curveball working, it helps catch them off bounce and everything like that, but is it a good feeling knowing that for the most part you can blow that fastball by when you need to, and you can use that as a strikeout pitch? Yeah,
for sure. Fastball's always been my main pitch, and just trusting it and throwing it over the plate. Today I felt like I could put it wherever I wanted to, and if I'm doing that, I'm going to be pretty confident. Whoever we're facing.
Has there been any difference or any change in moving to Saturday? Anything that you can take advantage of having an extra day or a day to focus, or is it just whenever your number's called, that's the day you go out and pitch?
Yeah, no, I'll be ready to go whenever I get signed up to throw. But last 2 weeks, this week especially, I got to see them swing it all day yesterday, and I think that definitely helps. I get to watch Dustin throw and see him have success. So, but yeah, any day, whenever I'm signed up, I'll be ready to go.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
I think
Bryce,
yeah,
I got a couple for him. Hey, Bryce, 15 strikeouts, not a single walk on your line score. Which number are you more pleased with?
Probably the 0 walks, just because the last couple of weeks, that's kind of what's gotten me into trouble. Getting through that third inning's kind of been my hump. Throughout college, I haven't had too many third innings because it's always been short outings. So, getting through that third and still being able to throw it over the plate, that helps me go deeper. That's probably what I'm most proud about.
For much of the ball game, much of your outing, it's a 1-0 game. What's going through your mind as it's a pitcher's duel and you're trying to keep your team ahead?
I just gotta go out there and hang a zero. I'm very confident in our offense, and we can swing it. We just get it going, we'll get going. But just every inning, get out there and hang the zero, do what I can, and get back in the dugout.
Thank you, Bryce.
Thank you.
Thanks again. Woo!